Guys, it's Friday, so you have a new video which is going to improve your golf game. Now, if you are looking for a way to hit that really low shot into the wind, well, this video is going to answer all your questions. Hole number 3 in Zala Springs, most of the time is going to have a headwind, so you're always going to hit the ball into a fairly strong wind. Now, on this tee shot, if there's no wind, you would go with the driver, but if we have wind, then we need to keep the ball as low as we can. To do that, we're going to choose, let's say, an easier option, and we're going to try a 4-iron. And how you're going to go about this in a really quick way is going to be the following. We are not going to use the tee, but you can if you want. I don't want to use the tee. I want to put the ball position, let's say, fairly towards the middle of the stance. I'm going to have the weight on the left side, and now all I have to do is to make a 3/4 backswing and then finish the swing as quick as I can. So I'm gonna feel like the club head, when I'm finishing the swing, is gonna stay close to the ground. In this way, I'm not gonna allow the club head to pick any loft through the shot, and it's going to guarantee that the ball is gonna fly really, really low. So you can see how that ball just flies really low. Now, I just spoke about how to hit a low shot in really general lines. Now, let's go on the driving range, and I'm gonna tell you all the details you need to know and how to practice in order to successfully master this low shot. We saw how easy it was to do that low shot on the course. Now, if you are not really familiar with this shot, it's gonna be a bit difficult to implement it on the course straight away. So for that, we came on the driving range where it's, let's say, safe to practice, and we can have a few more golf balls with us than just one. First of all, we need to see what clubs we need to select. In order to be successful with a low shot, I would like you to use a 6, a 5, 4 or a 3-iron. You can use also the hybrids, but they are gonna tend to go a bit higher. The irons are going to enable you to really easily send that ball really low through the wind. We know what clubs to use. Let's see about ball position. So with a 4-iron, I would like to have ball position for a normal shot about the club head away from the lead heel. You can observe now on the club head, I have plenty of loft, so the ball is gonna fly really high with no problem. For a low shot, we would like the ball to be in the middle of our stance. Now this is gonna do one thing. It's gonna deal off the club because I'm gonna have the hands at the inside of the lead pocket, and now you can see by not having as much loft, it's gonna be easier for me to bring the club back at impact with less loft than normal. And this is going to help me to launch the ball low, and because of the swing changes that I'm going to tell you to do in a minute, it's gonna create that low ball flight that is gonna go through that wind without a problem. So I have ball position, I have a long club in my hand. Now, I want as well to have more weight on the lead leg. I would like you to have about 70% of your weight on the front, and this is going to encourage you to hit a bit more downwards, and it's gonna take a bit more loft off the club at impact. So already we are setting our body in a way to help us to send the ball low. This would be all you need to do for the position. Now, during the swing, I want you to use 2 swing thoughts. The first one is going to be for the backswing, that you're gonna make a backswing which is going to be about 3/4. We don't need too much backswing because by generating too much club head speed, the ball is gonna go in the air. So we want to avoid that. And next, as I'm coming through the golf ball, I'm going to feel like I'm trying to stop the club as close as possible to the ground. So I don't want you to see that you make a nice full finish when we try to hit a low shot. I would like you to see that you try to stop the club, let's say a bit after when the club is parallel with the ground. This is going to ensure that the loft of the club is not going to raise through the shot, and the loft is going to stay down and is going to send the ball really low. We know what we need to do, so ball position in the middle, weight forward, handle forward, 3/4 backswing and a short follow through. So he's gonna go like this. On this shot, we're gonna have, let's say, a bit bigger divots because we are hitting down, we are really forward. The center of mass is forward, which is gonna encourage the club to go a bit more downwards into the ball. So having a bit bigger divot in this shot, there's no problem at all. These were all the theoretical points that you should focus when you take the setup and when you're making the swing. After a few swings, you're gonna get really used to make that 3/4 backswing and then finish low. That's gonna be, let's say, the easy part of the shot. Now, how we should practice this shot on the driving range to actually get it to the course as quick as we can. I'm gonna use the same club though, and I want you to do it in the following way. I'm gonna grab 4 golf balls and I'm gonna do this. So I want you to take the position as I said before. You're gonna grip down on the club and you're just gonna try smooth. You're not gonna try to hit it too hard. You're just gonna try smooth to go half a swing to half a swing, and you feel like you hold the club low to the ground. So we're gonna go like this. So you're gonna go back swing and follow through. And you're gonna see that these balls are actually starting really low. They're not gonna go too high in the sky, and they're just gonna run a lot when they land. So I want you to do about 4 shots like this, and you're gonna get a feel for this motion. And they're all coming really low. Depending on your strike, some are gonna roll more, some are gonna roll less. So we're gonna go through 4 shots. No force in these shots. Try to feel the motion. Feel how your weight stays on the left side, and you just punch it down the driving range. Now, after a few shots like this, I want you to take 2 more. And now what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna try to pick a fairway. So we're gonna try to pick a fairway between 2 flags. So in front of me, I have a red flag and a blue flag. I'm gonna try now to aim as well, and I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna grip down, and I'm gonna try to hit that little fairway with the same feeling. Still, no power in the shot, just control it. So the first one went in the fairway. Let's try the second one. Same, we got them both in the fairway. Now I have a pretty good sensation for what I need to do and how the timing of the whole swing or whole motion is working. We're gonna do now 3 more shots where I'm gonna try to lengthen a bit the backswing to get to that 3/4 swing. And for these 3 shots, it's gonna be really important. Okay, we lengthen the backswing, but I want you to stop at the same distance in the follow through. So before I was kind of stopping more or less here. This is gonna be the point where I try to stop the club, even when I swing a bit longer and I put a bit more speed into the shot. So I'm taking the setup, I'm aligned to my fairway. So 3/4 backswing, just a bit longer, and really short follow through. So this shot flew back into the fairway and I kept it really low. And by managing those fears that you got in the first shots, those are going to really help you to get the ball low, even when you put a bit more speed into the shot. Let's try again, really short follow through. Back in the fairway, really low shot. Let's try it one more time. So now let's try to keep it even lower than what we did in those 2 shots. So you see how low I finished with the club, and that helps me to keep the ball really low and it's not going to go in the air. So in this way, it's easier for the ball to go through the wind and it's going to land quicker, and it's actually just going to roll towards your target. Most of the time when you try to hit a low shot, it's actually going to fly a bit shorter than your norm. So I would always say try to take one club extra. We went through the theoretical part of this shot and how to practice it on the range. Now we are back on the third hole to give it another try. So by applying all these things that we spoke, how to address the ball, what swing thoughts to have, the shot is gonna come really low every time. And in this way you're gonna get the ball going a bit better through that wind. So I'll just demonstrate you one more time this shot, just a really low one, ball in the middle, weight forward, and use the swing thought. Those are the only things you need to focus when you're hitting a low shot. I'm sure from now on this shot is going to be very easy and you're gonna use it next time when you play in windy conditions. If you still have some trouble with this shot and you would like me to help you with it, jump on our website. You can find there some online lessons that are going to help your golf game. Meanwhile, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and I will see you next week at The Solution Golf.